Hello everyone, and welcome back to Your Opinion is Shit, the monthly thing where I ask a question to my patrons and they give me responses, and I tell them whether their opinion sucks or not. If you too want to be involved in the hullabaloo and also potentially vote on what the question of every month is, feel free to head over to my Patreon. $5 and up patrons get to have an opinion. So, if you want an opinion, right down there. Or there, probably. Anyway, this month we are talking about reality TV, which is fun. And the question for the month is, what is the worst reality show? I got quite a few responses for this one this month, so this one will take a little bit longer to go through. My apologies. But first for Kronos, we have my answer to this would be whichever one was the first. Oof. Which might be a weird or hard question to answer if it's a case of there being multiple examples that could arguably qualify for it. I'm sure you've seen the results that the sudden popularity of these and their subsequent takeover has had on the networks who have filled their time slots with thousands upon thousands of hours of hot fucking garbage. That's not even unscripted hot garbage most of the time. There are a few reality or reality documentary shows that are actually decent, I'll give you that, but to my mind, the vast majority of them are just excuses to use the detuned violin sound effect or whatever the fuck that thing is. You know what I'm talking about, since it's in fucking every reality TV show ever made. Whenever there's drama, whenever some artificial disagreement is intentionally electrified for the purposes of real drama and bullshit. I hear you, Kronos. I absolutely hear you. I think a lot of reality shows are exploitative and suck, and there's been a lot of stuff that's come out recently about shows from that mid-2000s boom. I watched a whole hour-and-a-half long video about America's Next Top Model and how they kind of treated their contestants like absolute garbage. And yeah, Gordon Ramsay especially is not a bad guy. Like, if you watch MasterChef, he's actually very nice on MasterChef. He definitely plays it up for Hell's Kitchen, I will say, and Gordon Ramsay isn't a bad guy at all. It's just, that's what they wanted for Hell's Kitchen, I guess. I don't know. Your opinion is not shit. For Claude, to be honest, whenever I catch any amount of the love-related reality TV shows, I understand the sentiment of, are the straights okay? Because, like, especially now that I have a boyfriend of my own, all I can think of is, how is this something you want? Is this really what you want? Are you seriously enjoying this relationship? And I always felt it seemed odd that people were content with these often strenuous relationships. Yeah, no, absolutely, I agree. I have never watched a single reality TV show that's been love-based. The Bachelor is kind of interesting because it's like a competitive show, I guess, but like stuff like 90 Day Fiancé and shit like that wigs me the fuck out. I think that people who are that desperate for romance will put up with shit that they wouldn't otherwise put up with, and that makes me really, really sad. Because a lot of those people in those shows are not, like, bad-looking people at all. I'm sure they could probably find somebody out there. They just haven't yet, because some people just don't. And these corporations and networks are absolutely taking advantage of their, I guess, love sickness, essentially. So yeah, not shit, once again. Dav Cav, while I've never seen it outside of the Bumbles McFumbles vids, the tester seems like a shit show trying to make a Big Brother drama show for a chance to have a job as a game tester, which is a job that takes a lot more skill than just play video games and stack things for entertainment purposes. Really, the only reason the show is ever remembered was because Ego Raptor showed up once, only for them to kick him off early, bold move, getting rid of the guy that gave them free advertisement. So this is the one show that's mentioned today that I've never really seen a lot of or know a lot of. I didn't even know it existed. I had no idea Ego Raptor was ever on a reality show. But yeah, no, game testers are actually a pretty intensive job. That blows, man. That blows. Your opinion is not shit. Nobody's opinion is gonna be shit today, to be fair. Anything that involves ghost hunting is so stupid. You aren't going to find anything, but the way they act and they be like, OMG, did you hear that? Yeah, I heard that. It was a fucking door. So dumb. Do I believe ghosts exist? Yes. Do I think you're going to get them on camera? No. It's such a waste of programming resources. I love Ghost Adventures. I think it's the dumbest fucking shit on the planet, and these guys are stupid as fuck. So fun fact, I watched my first episode of Ghost Adventures because I want to run this kind of like two-shot, like small adventure Call of Cthulhu role-playing tabletop thing that's about a group of YouTubers who are doing a ghost adventure show who go to this island, and they loosely based this off of this episode of Ghost Adventure. So I watched this particular episode, and it's so funny because the main guy, like, halfway through, like, gets possessed by the ghost, and he's clearly just overacting, and it's so fucking funny. No, they suck. They're dumb. They're stupid. Your opinion is not shit. Do I watch them anyway sometimes? Oh, abso-fucking-lutely, because they're silly. Okay, Gray Man. Not gonna lie, I'm just gonna go out and say The Bachelor, The Bachelorette. Like, I guess it's entertaining in the same way that watching trashy soap operas are, but I don't know, it always comes off as an incredibly shallow concept for a show. What do I know? I've never gotten bitches, Lamau. Guess it doesn't help that my mom and sister always watch this. There's some personal bias lingering there as well. Like, it's definitely not the worst reality show, but I don't watch much TV, so that's my default answer for now. You know what? That's totally fair. Just from waiting at grocery store checkout lines and seeing tabloid covers, none of those relationships ever last. Like, for a show that's purportedly about finding love, none of those shits ever last, and it doesn't do what the show set out to do, because it's absolutely, like, just entirely quantified romance, and it's not real, and it sucks. Not shit. For Inquisitor Thomas, I used to really like BBC News. It was my favorite comedy for a while, but then all the interesting characters got replaced, and now it's just depressingly boring. Listen, I would usually try to, like, tack on to an Inquisitor Thomas answer, but that's just so funny on its own. I have nothing to add to it, so well done. Noah, absolutely the Kardashians, just barely above Jersey Shore. Their cultural impact and ability to ruin generations of people make me so angry. Oh, no, the Kardashians is, like, the epitome of bad reality TV. Like, what's the show about? What is your show about? Look how hot and rich I am? That's fucking dumb. That's fucking dumb. That's fucking dumb. All right, for Tyrant. I don't know if this would count as an official answer because I've barely seen these shows, but from what I recall, the shows my grandmother watches, I don't know how the hell she can stand them, primarily from TLC. I vaguely remember she used to watch The Kardashians and all those Real Housewives shit. Now she watches even more IQ deteriorating garbage like 90 Day Fiancé, My Big Fat Fabulous Life, My 600 Pound Life, Little People Big World. This is not specifically, obviously, to attack the physical issues that people have, blah, blah, blah. It's about people like that being taken advantage of by television. And that's what I hate about TLC. Like, some reality shows, like some like more competition-oriented stuff where like the people actually have like talent and skills, like Face Off, I like a lot. Project Runway, I used to love a lot as well. Stuff like that, I like. I hate reality shows that are just watch this weird person live their life, because it's taking such horrible advantage of these people. And hey, if they're getting paid, whatever. I guarantee you they're not getting paid much for that shit. Yeah, no. It sucks and it's exploitative and it makes me feel gross, and I don't know how people can watch that shit. And finally, for Xavier Pena, The Biggest Loser. The amount of absolute garbage that these people had to go through behind the scenes is so infuriating, plus the whole conversation about bigger people being unhealthy by default just because they're bigger. Oh yeah, no, for sure. There's a lot of, and obviously there's something to be said for, you know, getting in shape and eating healthy and having a healthy diet and stuff, but people have different physical sizes. Like, some people are at a healthy weight when they're bigger. Like, it's, as long as you're living a healthy lifestyle, that's what matters. And The Biggest Loser does not engender a healthy lifestyle by any means. I don't really know a lot about the behind the scenes drama because I have never even seen an episode of The Biggest Loser. I think I saw like half of one once. Horribly exploitative, horribly shitty. Sucks. It sucks. That was a downer episode today about how horrible television is, because television is truly horrible. But thank you all so much for joining me. Once again, if you would like to have an opinion, and have an opinion that matters, because only people who donate to me have opinions that matters. We know this, guys, right? We all know this. We all know. Okay, so yeah, go to the Patreon. So thank you guys so much. I will see you next month. Higurashi video should be releasing this month as well, cross my fingers. And so thank you guys very much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Farewell. Have a good day. Special thanks goes out to my priests of the hog and my elder hog prophets: Adra, Chronoton, Eshok7, Greyman, Jonathan Hummel, Casey and Moore, Ventus Agri, and Xavier Pena. Thanks a bunch, guys.